Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra Tutorials channel. I'm your host, Larry, and today, ahead of Black Friday, we're going to be doing a bit of a audio hardware specifically, product comparison, taking a look at the SC3 Fifine audio mixer compared with the newer SC8 audio mixer, and what they might do for you and why you might want one versus the other before you decide to go shopping on Black Friday. So the main question here to start out with is, what exactly is an audio mixer? An audio mixer is sort of your base station. It's a little panel that allows you to plug in your microphone, your headphones, and control the balance of your audio devices, all from one convenient little base station. The SC3's got these little knobs that you can push up and down, little slide knobs, which are kind of retro and kind of fun to play around with, although they don't offer you the same versatility as the newer one, because this one has to have dedicated mute buttons, whereas the newer model, the same buttons that control your audio, which are also visualized there at the top, they are also the same buttons that allow you to mute yourself, and you can visually see that you're muted with just a couple of different key clicks. So I find that kind of handy to have, although it's definitely not necessarily something you must have, especially for a $40 price difference, because this one's about $40, this one's about $80. So we're going to look at the differences here between these two different devices and why you might want one versus the other. So the main differences right away that you'll probably notice is that the SC8 has a higher quality audio for when you're capturing your audio through your microphone. This one has 24-bit audio. The original has 16-bit. There is also not an optical in plug on the original, whereas this one you see right here has one on the back here, which makes it easier, especially when you're using it on a console. It also has the ability to determine on the side here, there's a little switch. It lets you determine whether you're plugging this into a PC or whether you are plugging it into a PS4. Now, both of these have the ability over here to tell the mixer whether you're using a condenser microphone or a dynamic microphone, which means you'll be able to get full use out of either type of microphone when plugging it in. And of course, both of them have the ability, if you'll notice up here, to control a 48-volt phantom power, which allows you to power your microphone over the XLR cable without having to plug in any additional power cables or hardware to make sure it's working. So they both have the same basic features. They'll both let you control your volumes. They'll both give you different sound effects, like changing your voice to a baby or a monster or a robot. This one's got 6 different voice changers. This one's got 8. But the main differences is quality. And then if I unplug this here, you also get the added benefit of an EQ setting over here. The EQ changes how you hear your audio in the game that you're playing or listening to music or watching a movie, although that's not really about recording, so that may not mean as much to you. It's got 7.1 surround sound, so you can enable or disable that here. And then it also has the ability, if you really want to customize these using some additional software. Now, the other stuff that you've got here is it's got a bunch of different sound effectors. This one used to split them into 7, technically, because it's got on this side, it's got the ability to give it an electric sound effect. This one just lets you auto-tune your voice instead. And then this one's also got a couple of extra sound effectors on it as well. So we're going to try to show you the audio quality of this in the next little clip here before I kind of give the verdict of what I think you might want to use this for, depending on your budget and what you're going to use it for. So for this next portion, I'm just going to run through a preview of the raw audio that comes out of the SC8 when you're playing around with it just in your house. I'm going to show you the filter for the robot voice, the old man voice, and also the female voice. Although if you're a woman, you might want to use the male voice, or you might end up with a bit of a helium effect. But hey, it might be what you're going for. It just depends. So here is just the audio coming straight out of the SC8 before you make any tweaks to it to see how you like the sound of it. And this is what the SC8 audio sounds like when all I'm doing is plugging in the AM8 microphone, which is also from Fifine, so you can get an idea of the general audio quality that comes out of the microphone. So you can hear it's pretty clean audio. There is a little bit of background noise because I had my TV on when I was recording this, but with a little bit of tweaks of the audio levels coming out of the microphone, using the audio mixer so it's just right up against your face and only capturing you. It would be very clean. And if you decide to edit it later, because it's 24-bit, you have more room to work with in the audio recording. The next one we'll take a look at is the robot voice.
Now, who wouldn't want to be a super cool robot and blast each other's ears like you're in a sci-fi adventure like Star Trek?
Now, I will mention that both of these mixers have a bit of a robot effect to them. These SC8 will be a little bit better quality, but they do sound very similar. And you can have a lot of fun just quickly clicking a button to activate the different voice changing effects, or set yourself a custom preset to mix and match different effects that come on the mixer. You also get things like the elder voice, which is great for making like a pseudo monster.
And you can kind of do some fun effects where you sound like different levels of demons or monsters if you can combine the monster sound effect and also maybe parts of the elder.
So you can kind of get different things to mix and match. There's an elder on here. There's also a monster sound effect. And then I'll also show you that you can kind of increase the pitch of your voice either with the baby or the female sound effect. Or if you're a woman and you want to try the opposite, you can use the monster or you can use the male sound effect.
This will also let you sound like the opposite sex, depending on if you want to use the female or the male voice changer, which can be funny if you're trying to do a bit on stream or something similar.
And you get a lot of range here, and it's kind of fun to mix and match these. So you can hear the quality of that, of the newer SC8, and the SC3 is very close to that, but it is noticeably a little bit rougher and a little bit lower quality around the edges. The different sound effects are cool, and the different controls are very convenient, but it really comes down to if you're a serious streamer and content creator, and you're already kind of in that arena right now, trying to make content and get noticed, you're going to want the better audio quality, you're going to want the better versatility of the newer SC8. Yes, it's $80 versus the $40 price tag, so about half. This is about half the price of the newer one, which is to be expected. This one's newer, it has newer features, but at the same time, this will likely last you a lot longer. And if you're serious about content creation, this will produce better quality audio without breaking the bank, because some audio mixers can run upwards of $200 to $300, depending on how many knobs, dials, and effects that you want to be able to control your audio inputs. Now, at the same time, if you're just dipping your toes in that pool and you want to try out streaming or you want to try out content creation, or you just want to have a slightly better microphone to play with your friends, but you don't, again, want to break the bank, you want to keep it budget, the SC3 is a very budget-friendly model that allows you to figure out if this is the right kind of audio setup for you, or if you just prefer something more digital like a USB setup. Because likewise, if you're interested in setting up a streaming or a recording setup, Fifine also has a bunch of really budget-friendly microphones that offer you both the ability to plug it in with a USB, or in this case, it has the option for the 3-pin XLR microphone. I will make a note right now at the end of this video that you do have a couple of different options depending on what brand you buy microphones from. There is actually a 5-pin XLR microphone plug versus the standard 3-pin, and you can buy an audio cable that converts one to the other, but just remember to have the right equipment. You don't want to buy one of these and get ready to use it only to find out you don't have the correct cable in order to use it, because this comes with a USB cable, but it does not come with any of the XLR cables. You'll have to buy these separately if they don't come with your microphone. Although these are pretty cheap, so it wouldn't be a big deal to get one. And then you'll want to make sure you have a microphone that'll actually make use of it, again, that has that 3-pin XLR microphone plug at the bottom, or you have the proper cable to convert a 5-pin to a 3-pin. So this is the SC8, great choice if you want to have high quality and more features, but if you just want to keep it budget friendly and you just want to start experimenting with it, the SC3 is also an excellent, perfect choice. They're both good quality, it's just that one's newer. It's really what it comes down to. So I've been your host, Larry. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye, everybody, and have a good one.